Why we compare. Hello everyone. Today, I want to talk about something we've all struggled with at some point. The pain that comes from comparing ourselves to others. That person makes more money than me. My friend is already married, but I'm still. My colleague got promoted, but why haven't I? Have you ever felt stuck with thoughts like these? I know I have. But today, we're going to learn how to free ourselves from this suffering. Using the wise teachings Buddha left us 2,500 years ago. Buddha said comparing yourself to others is like comparing a flower to a tree. Each has its own unique beauty. Why do we compare ourselves? According to Buddha's teachings, the root of comparison lies in having too strong a sense of self, what Buddhists call ego attachment. From the moment we're born, we naturally grow up being compared to others. The neighbor's child is already talking, but our child. This continues throughout our lives' grades, looks, abilities. We're constantly being compared, so as adults, it becomes natural to compare ourselves to others. Buddha called this karmic habit. Patterns built up over long periods that cause us suffering. The pain that comparison brings. In the Dhammapada, Buddha said jealousy and envy are like poison that burns the mind. We try to harm others, but end up only making ourselves sick. Let's look at the suffering that comparison brings. First, it creates feelings of inferiority. When we think we're worse than others, our self-esteem drops. We get trapped thinking, why am I so inadequate? Second, it breeds jealousy and envy. When we see others doing well, instead of feeling happy for them, we feel uncomfortable. Why do only they succeed? Third, it creates the trap of superiority. Sometimes we think we're better than others and become arrogant. But this also plants seeds of suffering, because there will always be someone better. Buddha taught that all humans possess Buddha nature, the potential for enlightenment. This means we are all inherently complete beings. So why do we suffer? Because we've forgotten this truth. Like a jewel covered in dust that can't shine. Our minds are covered with the dust of mental afflictions, hiding our original beautiful nature. Buddha's four nature teachings. Buddha's favorite flower was the lotus. The lotus blooms beautifully in muddy water but remains unstained by the mud. Buddha said, does a lotus suffer by comparing itself to a rose? Each flower simply blooms its best in its own place. What does this mean? Like the lotus, we should bloom beautifully in our own place, in our own way. There's no need to compare ourselves to other flowers. Buddha often used water as a metaphor. Water always flows to low places. It doesn't suffer by comparing itself to high places. It simply follows its own path. When water meets a rock, it flows around it. When it meets a cliff, it becomes a waterfall. It doesn't compare itself to others but shows its best form in whatever environment it finds itself. What if we lived like water? Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we could do our best in our own way, wherever we are. One of Buddha's core teachings is the middle way. He taught that both extreme self-punishment and extreme pleasure lead to suffering. Similarly, comparing ourselves to others is also an extreme way of thinking. Thinking I'm the best is one extreme. Thinking I'm the worst is another extreme. The middle way means avoiding these extremes and maintaining a balanced perspective. Buddha taught that there is no fixed, permanent self. This is called non-self or emptiness. What we think of as me is actually a combination of body, feelings, thoughts, intentions, and consciousness. Like waves that are part of the ocean but not separate from it. If this is true, how clear is the distinction between me and others? Buddha taught that all beings are interconnected. This is called dependent origination. For me to exist, there must be parents, farmers, the sun. Nothing exists independently. So comparing me to others might be a mistaken way of thinking altogether. 5 daily practices. Let's start with gratitude meditation. Buddha always emphasized having a grateful heart. Every morning when you wake up, try thinking, I'm grateful I can breathe today. I'm thankful for my healthy body. I'm grateful for my family. I'm thankful I can eat delicious food. When gratitude fills your heart, thoughts of comparison naturally decrease. You realize how precious what you already have is. Another practice is loving kindness meditation. First, extend loving kindness to yourself. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. Then to your family, may my family be happy. Then to your friends, may my friends be happy. Finally, even to the person you've been comparing yourself to, may that person also be happy. With practice, you'll genuinely be able to celebrate others' happiness. Let's talk about focusing on the present moment. Buddha taught us to focus on this present moment. This is called mindfulness. Comparative thoughts usually come from the past or future. That person used to be worse than me. That's the past. How will I ever catch up to them? That's the future. But when you focus on the present moment, comparative thoughts decrease. Focus only on what you can do right now, the fact that you're breathing right now. The fact that you're listening to this right now. What state your mind is in right now. We can also accumulate good karma. Buddha taught that good actions bring good results. Instead of spending time comparing yourself to others, try accumulating good karma. Picking up trash on the street. Helping neighbors in need. Calling your parents to check on them. Saying kind words to colleagues. As these actions accumulate, your mind naturally becomes peaceful. Then thoughts of comparison also decrease. Try journaling and self-reflection. Buddha always emphasized self-reflection. Try journaling every night before bed. Who did I compare myself to today? How did I feel then? Did that thinking help me? What can I do differently tomorrow? Through this self-reflection, the habit of comparison gradually decreases. Deep wisdom and stories. One of Buddha's deepest teachings is emptiness. This means nothing has a fixed, permanent essence. Neither I, nor others, nor success, nor failure. Everything changes. Someone successful today might fail tomorrow. Someone failing today might succeed tomorrow. Since everything changes, what's the point of comparing based on current situations? Buddha taught that all beings go through rebirth cycles. From the long perspective of rebirth, someone who's more successful than me now might have been someone I helped in a past life. Someone less successful than me now might have been someone who helped me in a past life. So who's really above or below? Aren't all beings helping each other as they live? There's a story from Buddha's past lives. When Buddha was a rabbit in a past life, he met a starving monk. Having nothing else to give, the rabbit threw himself into a fire to provide food for the monk. What's the lesson of this story? Even if what I have now is little, my heart can be the richest of all. It's not about comparing with others, but about how generously I can use my heart. Buddha wanted all beings to become enlightened. Someone who has truly awakened doesn't compare themselves to others. Instead, they want others to do better than themselves. This is the heart of a Bodhisattva. Can we develop this kind of heart? Of course. We just need to practice gradually. Try genuinely celebrating when others succeed. It might feel awkward and difficult at first, but it becomes more natural with time. Then you'll feel how peaceful your heart becomes. Your new beginning. Let me summarize Buddha's wisdom that we've learned today. Comparison is a habit. Since it's a habit built over a long time, it won't change overnight. Don't blame yourself too harshly. Change gradually, step by step. I am already complete. As Buddha taught, we all have Buddha nature. We are already precious beings who don't need to compare ourselves to others. Focus on the present. When comparative thoughts arise, return to this present moment. Focus only on what you can do right now. Cultivate gratitude. When you're grateful for what you have, you'll feel less envy for what others have. Practice compassion. Have a compassionate heart toward yourself and others. Cultivate a mind that wishes happiness for all beings. Buddha understood human struggles 2,500 years ago, just as they exist today. And he left us the answers. Why don't you start practicing today? Whenever you feel the urge to compare yourself to others, wait, I'm blooming my own unique flower. Let me genuinely celebrate that person's happiness. Let me focus only on what I can do right now. Try thinking this way. I wish, with Buddha's compassionate heart, that your life will be filled with your own beautiful story. not comparisons with others. Thank you for watching to the end today. If this video was helpful, please subscribe and like, and share your thoughts in the comments. May you all be happy.